And there's the command. Just as soon as we go live, the IndyCar season is here. The 2025 NTT IndyCar season is about to get underway as 27 of IndyCar's best roar their engines for the first race of the season, the Firestone Grand Prix at St. Petersburg, on the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida. Look at that's Alex Rodriguez driving one of the Indy cars around this racetrack, trying to get a feel for this track, I guess. Oh my gosh, A-Rod. Oh my gosh. Wow. Better get used to that, A-Rod. My gosh. He's probably thinking, what did I get myself into when he stepped into that Indy car? Oh my goodness, A-Rod. Oh my goodness. There's a track layout. In turn one, you're coming off the runways of the Clearwater St. Petersburg Airport. That's turns 1 through 4, 1 through 3 on the backstretch. Then through turn 4, you're going through a parking lot, entering turns 5 and through turn 9. The turns 4 through 8, that's through the parking lot. Then 8 and 9 are the two right-handers down the backstretch alongside the water. Yeah, this track can be challenging for these drivers. Jeez. They've been racing this Dallara 18 car since 2018. They've been racing that type of race car, that type of Indy car since 2018, and this is their 8th season. This is their 8th season in that car. The Dallara 18 is in its 8th season. Yup. And this is IndyCar's first ever race on Fox, no longer on NBC. It's on Fox now. And so far, Fox is cooking for IndyCar. Wish I could say the same for NASCAR, but nope. There's a 2022 winner of this race, Scott McLaughlin, qualified on the pole, looking for his second win at St. Petersburg. There's Christian Lundgaard in his new Arrow McLaren ride, starting at the 5th spot. Cue the old NASCAR on Fox starting grid music. I remember that. They should be doubling up soon as they're coming up on the final corners. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. All right, they're doubling up. Here we go. Going green this time by. Doubling up 2 by 2. On the front row, Colton Herta and Scott McLaughlin will lead the field down. 27 of IndyCar's best going to start the brand new season for the IndyCar Series 2025. Here we go. The green flag is in the air and the 2025 NTT IndyCar Series is green. Hard breaks into the turn one. To the first turn already a car got really squirrely deep in the field as everybody jostling for position. Oh, crash already! Hard the wall! Oh, it's the sixth. Ah, Will Power's in it. Yikes. Nolan Siegel's also in it. Oh, yikes. Already, it's over for Power. Yep, Will Power, Nolan Siegel, and who was the third car that was in it? What happened there? Oh, Nolan Siegel got turned, it looks like. Oh, and that's Will Power against the outside wall. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Is this Scott Dixon's on board? Oh, this is Nolan Siegel. Oh, yikes. Oh, and there goes the camera. Oh, here's Will Power's on board. Oh, yep, Power got in the back of Siegel. There was no place for him to go. Nowhere to go. Yikes. Well, just like 2023, have a chaotic start just exiting turn 3, it looks like. Yep, just like 2023, we have a wreck just exiting turn 3. And here they come onto pit road already. Only a few drivers, but looks like most of the field is coming in for their stops. There's Colton Herta. There's Newgarden, who technically won this race last year until he was disqualified. There's a 3-time champion, Alex Palou, just finishing up his service. That was close between Dixon and Palou. He's already Nolan Siegel, Will Power, and Foster. I don't know who's Foster, but Three-car incident already on the first lap of the Firestone Grand Prix at IndyCar at St. Petersburg. Siegel had an absolute roller coaster of a season. He failed to qualify for the Indy 500 in June, and in June he won the 24 Hours of Le Mans and Le Mans Prototype 2. Yep, yep. And now, and now in the first race, now in his first race in IndyCar, didn't even didn't even get a chance to complete a lap, and he's out. Man, not so good for Siegel. Not so good for Nolan Siegel. And just a reminder, right after IndyCar Series live stream is done, we're heading over to the NASCAR live stream broadcast now because NASCAR is racing at Circuit of the Americas almost immediately after the IndyCar Series is finished. All right, and we're back. So far, the top five is Scott McLaughlin, Felix Rosenquist, uh, Marcus Armstrong, Christian Lundgaard, and Alexander Rossi, the top five. Hmm. And it's David Malukas, Santino Ferrucci, Graham Rahal, Callum Ilott, and Colton Herta, the top 10. There's A-Rod. And Jamie Little at St. Pete. Okay. Wonder if she'll wonder if after this race she'll head over to Coda. I doubt it though. Yeah. Alex Rodriguez probably had the time of his life in that IndyCar seat. And the lights are still on the pace car. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, 15 cars pitted for tires and 9 stayed on the track. Okay. I thought it was most of the field that was pitting. All right. Are the lights out on the pace car this time? Hmm. We should see the pace car coming in this time by. Yep, and the pace car is starting to pull away from the field, so it looks like we're going back green this time by. All right, can we get some green flag laps in this time now? And can we at least make it to turn 4 without wrecking, please? Maybe not. The lights are still on the pace car. What is going on? What is going on? What? Hmm. Okay, now the lights are back off on the pace car. Now the lights are off on the pace car. What is going on? Hmm. Yeah, a little too amped. What he said. All right, here we go. At least I think we're going back green. Yep, the pace car is pulling away from the field. We're going back green this time by. Single file. All right, here we go through the final corner. Going back green this time by. Green flag back in the air. And look at Rosenquist already diving into the inside. Thinks better of it. And through turn 3. Cleanly this time for the most part. All right. Made it through cleanly. Oh, look out! Oh, Santino Ferrucci almost contact with David Malukas back there. Teammates. Look at that. Look at the graphics on these Indy cars now that Fox has put up. Got the speeds, got the turns, and the approaching corner. How much distance you have until the next corner, and the gears of each of where they're going of these drivers are downshifting to. W graphics for Fox right now. W graphics. I see you, Fox. But up front, Scott McLaughlin still leading the way, still trying to pull away from Rosenquist. And I just realized Rosenquist and Armstrong, second and third, the two teammates back there. Flyby of the cars exiting turn 3. That's right, IndyCar has no overtime. It's scheduled distance, which is how it should be for NASCAR. Either one overtime or no overtimes at all for NASCAR. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Jeez, VK. Getting aggressive on Kyle Kirkwood back there. I believe that's Siegel. Talking with Jamie Little. Oh. Oh, that's Foster. Yep, Louis Foster. Not the way his IndyCar season wanted to start off. Not the way he wanted it to for his first full-time start. Yep, so far still going very strongly for Scott McLaughlin as 12 laps are complete here in St. Petersburg. And look at that, side by side. What do y'all think of Fox's IndyCar coverage so far? So far, they're cooking right now. They know how to take it. They know how to take IndyCar seriously so far. Wish I could, like I said, wish I could say the same for NASCAR, how Fox treats NASCAR these days. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But so far, they're cooking. Fox is cooking for IndyCar.
The NTT IndyCar Series. 2,000 miles away. We do long distance moves every day. With pods, you don't have to worry about the driving. And that's not all. Need extra help loading? Yes, we got this. Also might want more time. We're flexible. Flexible means you can keep your container longer or store with us. Then we deliver it to your home, across town or across the country. We made it. Yeah, you did. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
All right, and we're back. The top two is still the same as Scott McLaughlin continues to hold, looks like a slim lead over Felix Rosenqvist. And those two have checked out from Marcus Armstrong. Yep, Rosenqvist is not letting McLaughlin get away so easily in this early going. And there's Nolan Siegel, who didn't even get a chance to race today. He's already out after just 3 corners. Oh. That sucks for Siegel. Oh, that's new. The compounds of these tires that these drivers are on. P for primary, and I guess the R's for reds? Yep, right now they're all on primaries. Yep, tire management. That's going to be the talk throughout this race. We already heard it right there with Colton Herta trying to manage those tires. 2/3 of the way before we see green flag stops, it seems like. Yep, so far a good run for David Malukas, running in the 6th spot. And teammate Santino Ferrucci, both running 6th and 7th. And right in front of them is Alexander Rossi, who switched teams after being in Arrow McLaren for a couple of years. Now he's with the new team. Wait, what? What? David Malukas to possibly take over the 12 car for Will Power? What? I didn't know about that. That's news to me. What they just said, that David Malukas might take over the 12 car for Penske. But where would Will Power go if that happens? Speculation going on. Callum Eilert in the 90 car, up 17 spots. How about that for Callum? Up inside the top 10, running in the 10th spot. How about that? In Prema Team Racing? Okay. The Formula 3 European Rookie Champion, FIA. Come on! I didn't even get a chance. F1 test driver for Ferrari, former F1 test driver, 38 career IndyCar starts. Very interesting for Callum. And so far, running inside the top 10, solid start for Callum this season. But right now, so far, it is still Scott McLaughlin holding an 0.8 of a second lead over Felix Rosenqvist. Hold on a second. It looks like Christian Lundgaard just made his pit stop. He's down and he's away. or is that somebody else? So it was not. So it was not Lungard. Wait a second. Nope. It looked like it was Pato O'Ward that just made his pit stop. Yep, right after the IndyCar Series, it's NASCAR at COTA, or Circuit of the Americas. That's right after IndyCar at St. Pete. All right, and we're back.
Well, you said it perfectly. His day just continues to get worse. On lap number 1, they discovered they had a puncture in those primary
Yikes.
So we had to pit. They went to the soft tire. Now they just came in, so they ran the majority on the soft tire. They just put those harder tires, those primaries back.
Okay. So, not looking good for Pato. Not looking so good for Pato. So I guess that was an unscheduled stop to change tires. Oh, looks like Scott McLaughlin has opened up a little bit of a lead, opened up a little bit of a gap to Felix Rosenqvist. The gap is now 2.3 seconds. All right, guys, a new poll is up. A new poll is up. You're riding on board with Christian Lundgaard right now, still running solidly in the 4th spot. Meanwhile, looking back at Josef Newgarden and Scott Dixon back there. Josef Newgarden was one of the first IndyCar drivers to be on one of the IndyCar commercials. To be one of the new IndyCar commercials that Fox put out. First with Josef Newgarden, then with Alex Palou, and then with Pato O'Ward. And pit stops, here we go. There's Felix Rosenqvist in for his service. And he's down and he's away. And there was another car on pit road. Looked like though. I think that was that was Malukas' teammate. That was David Malukas' teammate. And here comes the leader, Scott McLaughlin, in for his service. Into his box. He has been dominant so far. He's down and he's away. Clean pit stop for McLaughlin. Yep, and Alexander Rossi and David Malukas are now in for their pit stops. And same with Callum Ilott. Yep, Rossi's down and away. Oh, that was Santino Ferrucci. Okay. Well, no, that's Ferrucci right there. Never mind. And here comes Christian Lundgaard in for his service. To his pit box. A little bit slow coming down on the racetrack, but he's down and away. And Rinus VK is in for his service as well. Same with Stingray Rob. They're both down and away. And here comes Marcus Armstrong. Marcus Armstrong coming in for his first service. A little bit slow on the left front for Armstrong, but he's down and away. And Graham Rahall's also in, but he's probably finished up now. Oh? What's going on? Oh, that's Rasmussen. Okay. I thought that was Alexander Rossi again, but that's Rasmussen. I'm pretty sure Colton Herta is going to be coming in this time by. Is he coming in? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Also, Kyle Kirkwood's in for his service as well. Into his box. It's a new set on. Oh, that's not good. That is disastrous for Herta. Couldn't get the right rear on. Could not get the right rear wheel on. That is a disastrous stop for Herta. Yikes. What went wrong here? Oh, yikes. Clearly couldn't get it on correctly. That's probably why. They could not get the wheel on correctly. Marcus Ericsson and Devlin DeFrancesco in for their services. There's Ericsson down and away. And DeFrancesco down and away. I wonder how this strategy is going to work for Josef Newgarden, Scott Dixon. Oh, speaking of Newgarden, here he comes now in for his pit stop. And that'll hand over the lead to Scott Dixon and Alex Palou. Into his pit box. Whoa, a little bit slow. I'm trying to unplug the fuel can. But he's down and away. But that was a bit slow. And here come the Chip Ganassi teammates, Scott Dixon and Alex Palou, in for their services. So at this point, green flag pit stops have cycled through. The 6-time champ and 3-time champ. Down and away for Dixon. And the same for Palou. Down and away. So green flag pit stops have now cycled through. And it looks like Armstrong has cycled out to second. He was third when they started green flag stops. Now he's second. So and Rosenquist has now fallen back to fourth. And Colin Herta wasting no time to gain back some of the spots he lost after that pit stop he had when they couldn't get the rear wheel on. But as of right now, the lead's still in the controls and hands of Scott McLaughlin. Oh, what happened here? Whoa! Putting Jacob Abel a lap down. Nearly contact with the 51 car. But so far, the race has all been about Scott McLaughlin right now, the 2022 winner of this race. Still leading the way in St. Petersburg. All right, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back, and McLaughlin, the leader, is back on the pit road. What's going on now? Okay, don't know why. Don't know why McLaughlin pitted for a second time, but he's down and away, and that'll hand the lead over to Christian Lundgaard. Oh, what's going on with Marcus Armstrong now? Oh, yikes! Wheel loose for Armstrong. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good for Armstrong. Yep, and Rosenquist is pitting now. Down and away for Rosenquist. Hmm. On board with Rosenquist. So you can see where he downshifts and upshifts throughout the corners. And here comes Colton Herta in for his service. His second service of the day. Oh, fuel issue. All right. Just a fuel stop for Herta. Ooh, that was tight. That was tight coming off the pit road. And David Malukas back on pit road, getting serviced up, down and away. Hmm. More Christian Lundgaard. So pretty soon we should be seeing him onto pit road soon. We should be seeing Christian Lundgaard on pit road soon. Whoa. Yeah, but not good luck. Not a good look for Armstrong. Had a wheel loose. Now he's in a hole. Not a good start for Armstrong. And after this lap, we're officially halfway through. And Armstrong looks like he is done for the day. That is not a good sign.
Prix for me, only at Chili's, serves up the delicious big smasher burger. Pound a pound with nearly half a pound of beef. Or you can settle for just some other burger at a drive-thru. Anyway, I need some room, because the Prix for me still fills up the table with a bottomless drink. All the famous Chili's chips and sauces.
All right, through the final corner, and we are officially halfway through this race. 50 down, 50 to go.
Has a built-in solution that breaks down the dirt on contact. Plus, 360-degree swivel and things up on baseboards and even behind a toilet. Bye-bye bucket. The Swiffer Power Line. Planning to move? Join the 6 million families who discovered a smarter, more flexible way to move with pods. Save up to 20% now for a limited time. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, save up to 20% at pods.com today. Okay, little Wendy's hack. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, tell them you want a hamburger. That's a hack, right? No? A hack-free burger made fresh for you? Gotta be Wendy's.
Not only restoring protects, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new.
Or at least I thought it would be sooner that Christian Lunger will be making his pit stop, but I guess not.
Congratulations. Here's your first year supply of nitrogen fertilizer. Remember, not too little or too much or you'll kill your lawn.
Okay. Congratulations. Here's Progressive's home quote score. Uh-oh. You're good. You can quickly compare insurance options and find the right coverage even if it's not with us.
What's the bad news?
Now skip the line.
All right, and we're back.
Christian Newgarden and Alexander Rossi are your leading drivers here on the streets of St. Petersburg. Newberg in McLaren. Rossi in the ECR. Rossi, of course, who raced for McLaren last season, moving to ECR. Newgarden moving into that seat.
Okay. ECR is now the team that Rossi's racing for.
It's a big putt because both of those cars will have to run the softer tire. And Kevin, the softer tire, we think is only good for about 10 to 12 laps. That would mean they would have to stop 2 more times to make it to the end. Unless they
Yeah, F for Armstrong. Yeah, that sucks for him. He was having a good run, too.
Stop to make it to the end. They've all satisfied the tire requirement. Guys, that orange and blue PNC car is on point to potentially win his first ever Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Alexander Rossi ahead of on the tire compounds for today's race. So let's take a look at Tire Talk, sponsored by Firestone.
Tire Talks.
And that has been the storyline of the weekend. Are these softer tires, the alternates with the green sidewalls, going to last long enough? Made it a little bit easier for some because of that early caution, so they failed. But the top two in this race still need
Yeah, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's basically what they're trying to do. Figure out a plan on how to get to the end. But as he said, gonna have to take the alternates. Don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see.
Haven't we seen pit stop problems already from one of the top organizations? Plus, you've got Josef Newgarden, the two-time champ, Alex Palou, the three-time champ right behind you. This thing is still blowing wide open. It's insane over this run, but he is not the only guy that's looking pretty at this moment. 55 laps left. Think about how fast Josef was in the lead. Josef Newgarden in the exact same equipment, presumably the exact same bodies. This guy, these last year, penalized to push the race down the road.
Yep, Josef Newgarden running in the fourth spot. As mentioned before, he was technically the winner of this race last year until he was disqualified. That handed the win over to Pato Ward. So I'm guessing in this race he's looking for redemption after what happened the previous year.
It's not a racetrack. This rubber going down only happens once a year. It changes a lot over the course of the Grand Prix. So you have to think about it's not just the setup you wanted to have at the start of the race, but as that track evolves, that balance changes, what you wanted to have at the end of the race. You can make some adjustments in the pit lane, like we saw the big change in the tire pressure, like Jeff mentioned. The drivers have a couple tools inside the car they can use to adjust the handling, but if Justice make no adjustments whatsoever, that means they found that perfect sweet spot compromise on the setup, and it's showing right now. We talk about that sweet spot on the driving almost beyond that whole tire now to get through to the end of the race. Some move on out of the pit lane, some still at some point in time those drivers will go. And Rossi and also John Mile from Bud, but he's going down the top 10. That's from Primary Prime in that brand new trailer car. It's P8 at the moment. Top 10 running in over half distance here. Great job so far for that new team.
Absolutely, especially when you consider between Dixon and Newgarden alone, you're talking about what, 11.
It looks as though the lead is starting to shrink a little bit between Lundgaard and Rossi. From above, the lead is starting to shrink a little bit. Okay. Okay, why would you go to that camera angle? Here they come.
So much more to play out here.
Another commercial, but so far the lead continues to be Christian Lundgaard, who has taken over after a bit of strategy going on. We'll see what happens as we're coming down to the last 42 laps of this race. A lot can still happen.
We're Tire Rack. We test tires to provide you with truth, transparency, and unbiased recommendations. We're Tire Rack. We stock over 1 million tires to ensure we have what you need. We're Tire Rack. We work hard to ship your tires fast and free. We're Tire Rack. We offer convenient installation options to keep you moving forward. We do all this for one reason. Tires matter. TireRack.com, official partner of Team Penske. Not feeling the grays but don't want a color? Try Just for Men Control GX Gray Reducing Shampoo. Just shampoo like you do to correct and reduce grays. Our boost of hair. Hair looks 2 times thicker to keep you looking your best. Control GX Shampoo.
Since we started Fetch, America's Rewards app, we've helped people earn over $1 billion in Fetch points. Our next mission, to help you earn another $1 billion in Fetch points as fast as we can. If you have a free gift card, what's the catch? There is no
Looks like the fight for second. The gap between second and third is starting to close in as well. And Scott Dixon is starting to put some pressure on Alexander Rossi. Oh, I thought it was because Rossi was pitting, but I guess not.
Hershey's milk chocolate with whole almonds makes for a wholly amazing, wholly delicious experience that's, well, wholly Hershey's. Quite the race so far here today. It started off with contact of the very open.
All right, we're back once again as Christian Lundgaard continues to show the way in this second half of this race. Yep, those are the cars that have yet to pit. Christian Lundgaard, Alexander Rossi, and Callum Ilott. It's only a matter of time of when those drivers actually do pit. As we're now 39 laps away from the finish. But as I mentioned before, the gap between second and third is starting to shrink as Scott Dixon is starting to put some pressure on Alexander Rossi.
So much energy I always found early in the season. It takes a lot to relax. How do you do that though when you're going 180 miles an hour with a championship on the line? It creates high anxiety. But to James's point, at this point of the race, you really started getting the rhythm and the percussion of repeatability lap after lap.
I just realized, who's that? Who's that driver in front of the leader? That's Lundgaard leading, but who's in front of him? Is that? No, that's not Kirkwood. No. Oh, Abel? Oh, here comes Alexander Rossi. Here comes Rossi in for his service.
They still have to fill that requirement to use the sauce with the green sidewall, and this is the alternate.
And there they go. They're using the alternates now. He's down and he's away.
By design, by Firestone, they want a big difference between the two compounds. I think you gotta try. You gotta just go out here. If you're Alexander Rossi, try to not slide the car too much. But you never know. You get a bunch of yellow, you might be able to hang on to the end on the softer tire. This stuff really takes you out of it at this point. Yeah, but he had to roll the dice.
Now, will the strategy work for Alexander Rossi? Will it work?
As the mental fatigue sticks in for these drivers who have not been racing at these speeds at these close quarters. Almost 6 months of yellow is almost inevitable at some point. It's just when it falls. You just never know here in St. Pete. Little accidents can happen. I said, as the body starts to fade, the mind starts to fall behind. And what happens is you get desperate battles deep in the field, right? Somebody like Palou that's running 18th, he's like, dude, what do I care? I'm going to make everything as big as possible and try to get myself in the top 15. 18 isn't going to cut it for Palou today. For Alexander Rossi, he just continues to circulate on that soft tire and try to feel things out, see if he can stretch it and make it work where others have it today. Able to extend his stint by a couple of laps, doing a wonderful job still out front, but Scott Dixon now starting to reveal him in as well. And guys, it is astonishing that Scott Dixon is more than 20 years in this championship, having visited this track so many times, has still not won around these streets, but he's won pretty much everywhere that this championship has ever visited. I don't know that it bothers him that much, but he would love to have a St. Pete win. He's got, as Will said, everything else with 500, winning on every type of circuit and doing so for such a long period. That's the thing about Scott Dixon, winning consistently across all 22 years of his career, 20 consecutive years of the race win.
Oh, and the gap is starting to shrink between Longard and Dixon now. Could this mean that Longard's pitting this time? Is he pitting this time? No, he's not. Longard's still staying out. But the gap is shrinking between Dixon and Longard. Yep, the gap is now half a second. Dixon is closing fast. Yep. What are you going to do now, Longard? Since Dixon is all over you.
So they're going the alternate approach there, not going hard and making it last 10 laps.
Okay.
They're going to try to stretch these things 30 laps to the end.
Stretch it 30 laps. How is that going to work for Longard?
Easier said than done, though. A racing driver is all about walking on that tightrope, dancing on the tip of the wheel, if you will, of adhesion. And today, Christian Lundgaard and Rossi are going to need to take it down a notch to make those tires last to the end. Quite the mission. As we saw from the mission come. Just behind this group
Yep, and here comes Lundgaard in for his service. Possible final service of the race. 32 laps to go, and Lundgaard pits. That'll hand the lead to Scott Dixon. Don't slide him. And on go the alternates. A little bit slow on the right front. It's down and away. They looked a bit slow on the right front. Now the lead of this race is the six-time champion Scott Dixon, leading at St. Pete.
With a relentless lead, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Start to break away from UC with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Tremfya blocks a key source of inflammation. At 1 year, many people experienced remission, and some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
I am Polestar 3. I am pure electric performance. From the straightaways to the hairpin turns, I am designed to be driven. The drive of tomorrow. I am Polestar 3. View offers at polestar.com.
It's not what we ride that defines us. It's what happens along the way. We may not know where the ride will take us, but one thing's for sure. With the Law Tigers, you never ride alone. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS, California's motorcycle lawyers. LA Drive news tonight, only on Fox 11 Plus and streaming on Fox Local.
We're back once again, and as Dixon continues to lead over Scott McLaughlin now, looks as though Josef Newgarden had just made his pit stop. Oh, what happened here? Oh, whoa, man. Wow, that was tight. And now Dixon's in for his pit stop. Possible final service of the race. And he's down and away. And that And that'll hand the lead over back to Scott McLaughlin, who has been dominant throughout most of this race. Oh, Alex Palou! Now in front of his teammate. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Alex Palou in front of his teammate? What? Hold on. Now Dixon is now under pressure from Josef Newgarden. And there's Scott McLaughlin in for his his final service of the race. Oh, and Josef Newgarden has gone by Scott Dixon. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh, that was tight. Wowzers, Newgarden. I guess not. I guess we're not going on board. But while that's going on, Alex Palou is saying bye-bye, boys. Hold on a second. Now Felix Rosenqvist back up front, back in for his final stop of the race with about 25 laps to go, and that'll hand the lead over to Alex Palou, the 3-time IndyCar champion, is back up front. Jeez, Palou. He's not wasting any time trying to pull away. My goodness. Yep, right there. As soon as Dixon exited the pits, Alex Palou kind of did the undercut and got the lead from him. All right, with 25 laps to go, we're 3/4 of the way into this race. One more quarter of the race to go. 25 laps to go, and Alex Palou is the leader.
I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
President Trump's address to HOH session of Congress. Watch as he speaks on our nation's biggest issues and his vision for America. Plus, insight and analysis you don't want to miss. Shane Green anchors special live coverage Tuesday on Fox. If you're hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, Sweet James will make insurance companies pay. Are you through? I'm just warming up. That's one over $1 million for their clients. Sweet Justice with Sweet James.
50 years at full speed. Next month will be celebrated at the 50th anniversary of the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. IndyCar is a sports car. Get a special discovery plus a huge lifestyle exposure. Family fun zone. Friday night with DJ and the Saturday concert featuring
As a scientist, I know by the time she takes her first breath, 9 billion more times.
Come out of the commercial already. Come out of the commercial, please.
Wildfires burned millions more acres she could have explored. By the time a child born today goes to college, it's like the next movie I promised. All we do to act on climate change is like watching them grow up. Blink and we miss it.
If you're hurt in a car, truck,
Come on already.
Sweet James will make insurance companies pay.
Come on already.
I'm just warming up. That's one over $1 million for their clients. Sweet Justice with Sweet James.
LA Prime news tonight only on Fox 11 Plus and streaming on Fox Local. Let's take a look at
Here we go.
sponsored by Fox.
And once again, another big move. Pod's big move of the race as Josef Newgarden wasting no time getting around Scott Dixon. Mm-hmm.
Not bad, but looking at his safety would be pretty awesome for the driver of the night. 20 laps to go here at safety, but it's Alex Palou absolutely putting on a lesson for the field on precision, patience, all of the attributes of a champion. You know what?
But so far, up front with about 20 laps to go, Alex Palou continues to lead. Could he possibly continue and pick up right where he left off after coming off fresh from his third IndyCar championship? Could he pick up right where he left off?
We saw pace in his first year with Andretti. We saw consistency in his second year. Year three for Kyle Kirkwood was all about combining those two things in the top five to start the season. Chili's on board that race car. That's a great way to kick things off. It is. And I was teammates with Kyle Kirkwood about 3 weeks ago at the 24 Hours of Daytona. And I'll tell you, for a young guy, he has learned so much about the nuances of car setup, the nuances of massaging the mechanical systems on the race car with the engineers. This guy is totally locked in. He uses every tool in the toolbox.
But with Kyle Kirkwood, who somehow found his way inside the top 5. How about that for Kirkwood?
Perhaps in a little vision of what might have been Marcus Ericsson, who was so fast earlier this weekend, run 7th. Rosenquist, who was up in the top 3 for so much of the day, is 8th. Reedus BK, impressive as always in the Dale Coyne entry, P9. And then Lundgaard, currently 6th, 10th, having got off those tops of the tyres and back onto the prize in the number 7.
On board with Pato O'Ward now, running in the 6th spot somehow, after all the problems he's had right now, running in 6th. After all the problems that Paddle Award has had in this race, he's found himself inside the top 10 in the 6th spot. And you gotta stay calm, Paddle.
That is shaping up quite nicely for Alex Palou. It is incredible. I mean, the precision that he has, the execution that he has. He qualified 8th and has put himself up in contention to win this race. It's so impressive. He is simply phenomenal. A 3-time champion, Alex Palou, right on board the good half of
Another commercial. What? Why? Maybe side by side this time. Thank you.
2,000 miles away. We do long distance moves every day. With pellets, you don't have to worry about the driving. And that's not all. Need extra help loading? Yes. We got this. Also, might want more time. We're flexible. Flexible means keep your container longer or store with us. Then we deliver it to your home, across town or across the country. Made Addictive Pods, our personal moving and storage team.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Whether you choose an electric Honda or a hybrid, next generation vehicle.
Do I think IndyCar should have a free pass rule? I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on if IndyCar should have a free pass rule, to be honest. Like, I don't want them to be totally like NASCAR. Like, if a caution comes out and you're the first car lap down, then you'll automatically get the free pass. I mean, I guess it would kind of work, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Free pass rule, I'm 50-50 on that. It looks like Paddle Ward's back on pit road once again, making his last stop of the race.
Tell them you want a hamburger. That's a hash, right? No? A hash-free burger made fresh for you? Gotta be Wendy's.
Here we go again.
Wait, there's a Red Bull now?
Excuse me, what do I do about this?
We just tied oxy boost.
It's a lifesaver.
The most powerful clean in any universe.
Looking good. Thank you.
See Captain America, Brave New World.
Yep, Coda is right up next after this race. Once again, Austin Prock and Antron Brown.
You can see them in action pretty soon, actually. I think Sunday, March 9th, the Gator Nationals final, 7 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Back into the streets of St. Petersburg, Alex Palou still leads the way by 4 seconds now from Josef Newgarden. Scott Dixon a second behind Newgarden and McLaughlin at 9.8.
Kyle, are you upset that you were not in the NASCAR at Coda ad? Fuck you! Fuck you! I'm trying to focus here. Don't ask me about any ads. Stingray Rob right in front of the leader, Alex Palou. How long will he hold up Alex Palou? And how long will Alex Palou keep that patience until he runs out? The gap between Palou and Newgarden so far 3.2 seconds. And that gap could quickly shrink if Stingray Rob doesn't get out of the way. Yep, and the gap is shrinking. The gap is now 3 seconds. Oh my gosh. The gap is shrinking. Palou has to get around Stingray Rob ASAP because the gap is now 2.6 and shrinking 2.5, 2.5 seconds. Palou was probably like, come on, Stingray, get out of my way! Get out of my way, Stingray, come on! Yep, all that dirty air. This is not what Palou wants right now because the gap is shrinking. He lost a second that lap. Yep, and here comes Newgarden, who technically won the race last year but was disqualified, looking for redemption. The two-time Indy 500 champion looking for redemption after what happened in the season opener last year. And the gap is closing. Yep. There it is again. Catching him is one thing, but passing a whole nother scenario.
Situation for Josef Newgarden. Not only is there Stingray Rob, but there's also rookie Robert Schwartzman making his first ever race. That's the next car up ahead.
Oh my. Oh my.
You got Palou driving in the weeds right now. In that those slower cars are going to make it very difficult for Palou.
Man, this is not what Alex Palou wants right now. This is not what Alex Palou wants right now. Trying to pick up right where he left off after his third IndyCar championship. Now he's struggling to get around the lap car of Stingray Rob, who just will not move. But this is great news for Josef Newgarden, who is now a second back. Oh my. Oh my. Yep, 0.8 of a second now. The gap is shrinking, and we're less than 10 laps to go. 9 to go this time, actually. Oh! Yep. It's DHL versus PPG. It's the DHL Honda versus the PPG Chevrolet of Alex Palou and Josef Newgarden. Yep. Palou is really trying to pressure Alex. Palou is really trying to pressure Stingray Rob, trying to get him out of the way because he's got Josef Newgarden all over him now.
Looks pretty hooked up, but again, now that he's caught up to the back of the 10, he's in that dirty air as well. He's only 2 cars behind.
This time by the gap, half a second. The gap is half a second, but don't look now because here comes Scott Dixon, who's not too far behind this battle. Yep, Scott Dixon, only 1.7 back from the leader, but he's trying to come into the mix as well. Nah, I don't think there was contact with the wall. I think that was from the track. That was probably from the track. There was no contact. I didn't see. Oh, but so far, Alex Palou is doing a good job of working those lines, but still cannot get around Stingray Rob. And Josef Newgarden is not letting him out of his sights. And don't look now because here comes Scott Dixon into the mix. It's now a second and a half behind the leader and 1 second behind Newgarden. Coming around through the final corner, this time by, it will be 5 laps to go around St. Petersburg. 5 to go this time by. Oh, here he comes. There goes Palou. He's going to send it into the first corner. He's by Stingray. He's finally got by Stingray Rob. Now Newgarden is going to have to deal with the traffic. Now Newgarden is going to have to deal with him. Oh, Stingray wisely gets out of the way. What about Dixon? Okay. Yep, it was only a matter of time until Palou ran out of patience and he finally got around Stingray. Yep, so far, clean air for Palou. But there's still a lot of traffic in front of the leaders with 4 laps to go this time by. Yeah, Palou's starting to open that gap up just a little bit. It's now back to a second. Now Dixon's starting to fall off from this battle. Oh my. 44 seconds on the push to pass for Dixon. Dang. While Newgarden and Palou are 27 and 29 seconds, respectively. Now Palou is starting to open up even more. 1.2 seconds. Gap is now about 5 car lengths. Gap is about 5 car lengths on Newgarden as he is starting to gap away. Yeah, I think Alex Palou's got this as long as he doesn't make a mistake. And if we have a caution now, the race will be over. But all Dixon needs to do is just work his lines and try to work some of the traffic, but not too much, or he'll reel Josef Newgarden back in. This time by 2 laps to go from St. Pete. 2 to go for Alex Palou. Through turn 3 cleanly for Alex Palou. You don't want to make a mistake, and you don't want to battle those lap cars too hard, because Josef Newgarden is right behind him, even though he's a second behind. Yeah, actually, I think Alex Palou's got this. Yeah, Newgarden is starting to drop back. The gap is 1.3 seconds, and now Dixon has closed in on Newgarden. The battle is now for second now. But for Alex Palou, he is clear sailing right now through the final turn, and this time by white flag, 1 lap to go for Alex Palou. "14 corners that Alex Palou has to do." Through turn 3 cleanly for Alex Palou. Into turn 4, one last time through the parking lot. Yeah, Newgarden is 2 seconds back. Yeah, Palou can just rest easy now. Down the backstretch one last time, the 3-time IndyCar champion trying to pick up right where he left off. Oh, here goes the battle for second. Scott Dixon gets by Newgarden. That's P2 for Dixon. Meanwhile, for Alex Palou, 2 more corners and 1 more corner to go for Alex Palou. And off turn 14, the 3-time IndyCar champion picks up right where he left off, and he's going to win the Firestone Grand Prix at St. Petersburg. Wait, Newgarden's out of fuel?
Celebrate, and one man will be extremely happy, and he is with Jamie Little.
And that would be team owner Chip Ganassi. What can you say about your driver, Alex Palou, in that drive?
I'll tell you what, it was a crazy race. I mean, the pit strategies going on there, and, all the work he did coming back from like 12th or 13th at one point, they were 30 seconds back. What a great race. Unbelievable.
Congratulations, Chip.
Thank you.
Chip's right, it was a great race. Thank you, Jamie, for going to speak to him.
Now about that, for the 3-time IndyCar champion, Alex Palou picks up right where he left off.
Just textbook Palou. I mean, he's really learned a lot from Scott Dixon. This is the kind of thing we used to see out of Scott all the time that led him to all those championships. And shout out to Scott making that move happen on the last lap. Forced Josef to put a little bit more fuel and got the position. The way Palou challenges races is like open heart surgery.
How about that for Alex Palou? And what in the world happened to Newgarden? Did Newgarden run out of gas or something? Because Scott Dixon just blew by him like it was nothing. Either Newgarden ran out of gas or Newgarden didn't have enough tire to make it to the end. But he just lost second to Dixon.
working very well. I mean, each race the drivers have a lead line because you never know what can happen. But I'm really excited as you watch Palou still in the clearing. He really did.
There's Palou surrounded by his crew. Here he comes, climbing out of the car. The Spaniard has done it again. The Spaniard has done it again. Yep. Defending champion Alex Palou wins the season opener, while defending three-time IndyCar champion.
That is your champion. That is your race winner. That is Alex Palou. Checking a little down there with him now.
Yes, and Alex Palou hugs all around by his team. You told me yesterday you just couldn't put the pieces together in qualifying. How did you put the pieces together today and hold off Newgarden like you did for that last run?
Yeah, what an amazing job by everyone at GNS Racing, HRC, DHL, and everybody at the tank car. They gave me everything I needed this weekend to win. I told you yesterday that we had a really, really fast car. So I was looking forward to the race. Our strategy changed a lot during that first yellow, but so glad that we got that number 10 victory lane. It's been 138 days since Nashville. And,
all 12 career wins at road and street courses for Alex Palou. Dang. I guess it's only a matter of time until he picks up his first oval win. When will that come? Maybe it comes in this year. Time will tell. Yeah, but overall, this race, besides the strategy going on and the first lap crash with Will Power, Nolan Siegel, and Louis Foster, nothing much really happened in this race. It was just basically off of pit strategy. And at the end, Alex Palou had the right strategy to the end. He came in clutch and picked up right where he left off. So congratulations, Alex Palou. The IndyCar season is now officially underway. And ladies and gentlemen, in about 1 hour from now, I'll catch you guys later on for the NASCAR Cup Series race at Circuit of the Americas. So I'll catch you guys soon. Later, y'all.